Stop.
Just took the value first. That's beautiful. You look very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Told you $50 when I got there.
What'd you say?
$50 not to get me crying.
Heard you say that too. Oh my
You're
god.
very nice. Very beautiful.
Do you need a tissue?
I got the lines man recognition.
Yeah. Are you good? You're holding together more than I am.
I don't remember my makeup.
Me neither.
Very nice.
Thank you. Ready to walk me down?
Are you ready? Okay.
How's Jack?
He's okay.
Sweating.
He's sweating. JT has more control than me.
Is he?
Yeah. JT's a little nervous, but he said he'll do well.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
She said he's sweating.
He's
Is he really?
Yeah.
Is he nervous?
He's happy nervous. He asked how you were doing. I said you're doing great.
Holy, gives this woman to this man?
We do.
I love you. I love you. Thank you.
It is my privilege and honor to welcome friends and family of Lindsay and Jarrod to be part of this special day. We are here to celebrate the very special love between these two by joining them in marriage. We'll start the service by reading several readings of their choice.
A reading from 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that I can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. The word of the Lord.
A poem titled "To Love Is Not to Possess." To love is not to possess, to own, or to imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself, and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide. In the moon's own predictable harmony, because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are, and always secretly were, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide.
You guys will be participating in a sand ritual. What this is they're pouring the sand together. It represents their lives. As they pour the sand together, it shows that their lives are connected and can never be separated from this point forward. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in the car, over a meal, or during long walks. All those sentences that begin with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night talks that included someday and somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken, matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across the threshold of life. And things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, or this is my wife. I didn't think the wind was coming here today. Jarrod and Lindsay, for a marriage to work, you will need these ingredients, and every successful marriage has these ingredients. That is patience, kindness, a willingness to understand one another, love. And I don't mean the feeling of love, but the action of love. Love is more than a feeling. It's an action. And it says, I will love you through the worst and through the best of times. I've had the privilege of meeting Jarrod and Lindsay, and I believe that they have these ingredients. Soulmate. What is a soulmate? Soulmate is when two people share the same soul. It's much deeper than being skin deep. It's knowing someone on a spiritual level. And I believe that Lindsay and Jarrod are soulmates. I do believe that they know each other deeply. And they love each other deeply. The vows you are about to make before God, family, and your friends are symbolic, but they're also a little more than symbolic. In fact, it's the reason all of your friends and family are gathered here today. It's the reason you've spent a year planning this. It's the reason we are all here. It's for these vows you're about to say to one another. And after these vows that you guys take, neither one of you will ever be the same. When things get tough, when life throws you a monkey wrench, and it will, when you both begin to change, and you will, it's in those times that you will remember this moment and the promises that you made to each other and the bond between you because of those promises. It's not the party that you'll remember, but the people that were here. It's what you said to each other promised each other, standing here before God, friends, and family. Do me a favor, buddy. Thanks. Lost my page. Okay. If you can turn and face each other, grab your hand. This I'm going to read, and all you have to do is answer. Okay? This is an I will or I will not. I, Jarrod, have this woman to be my wedded wife, to live together after God in this holy matrimony. I will love her, comfort her, honor her. I will adore her in times of plenty and in times of want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health. And forsaking all others, keep only to her, so as long as you both shall live. Wasn't sure. I, Lindsay, will have this man to be thy wedded husband, to live together God's holy matrimony of marriage. And I will honor him, and I will cherish him, and I will comfort him in times of plenty and in times of want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health. And forsaking all others, I will keep only to him, so as long as you both shall live. Now repeat after me. I, Jarrod, take you, Lindsay, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold this day forth, for better or worse, for richer or poor, in sickness and in health, in love and to cherish, till death do us part. I, Lindsay, take you, Jarrod, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forth, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part. Why don't you guys untie that? You take his and you take her. This ring is a token. It's a token of the pledge that was just made. It's a token of your love together and the bond that you just have formed. You know? It's the ring. Just the bride. May I present Mr. Mrs. Moore.
First up, we have the parents of the bride. Put your hands together, please, for Vincent and Andrea Fabrizio. All right, next up we have the grandparents of the groom. Let's get a big round of applause for Tom and Mary Martin. Up next, let's give a big shout out for our ring bearer, J.T. Ward. All right, now for our bridesmaids and groomsmen. First up, let's give it up for Emma Nasser and Thomas Rabraka. All right, folks, next up, let's make some noise for Leslie Homistek and Matthew Seitz. All right, now let's meet our maid of honor and best man. Put your hands together, please, for Katie Fabrizio and Lance Walker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise to welcome our newlyweds to their reception. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Jarrod and Lindsay Ward. All right, folks, I'd like to direct your attention to our dance floor as our bride and groom are going to share their first dance together as husband and wife. gentlemen. All right, next I'd like to have just our bride, Lindsay, on the dance floor, along with her father, Vincent, for the father-daughter dance. Come on out, you two. All right, put your hands together for our bride, Lindsay, and her proud papa, Vincent. All right, next I'd like to have just our groom, Jarrod, on the dance floor, along with his grandmother, Mary, for a special grandma-grandson dance. All right, put your hands together for Jarrod and his very special grandma, Mary. All right, I'm going to let our bridal party go ahead and get settled into their seats. Dinner's going to be served here shortly. But before we do that, we are going to be hearing a toast. Like I said, I'm going to let everyone get settled in their seats, and then we'll get that going here.
Hi, everyone. This is Katie. I am Lindsay's older sister, and I wrote a poem to celebrate Lindsay and Jarrod's big day. So here it is. Today is a day to celebrate all that you are in every way and all that led up to this day. Big brown eyes that took up half your face, laughing with apples, a photo taken on a 90s autumn day, eating rocks or anything you found out in nature, playing Law and Order with ants, giving worms baths they did not need, dressing Cody up as Minnie Mouse. You and I were obsessed with Britney Spears, so much so that we found our very own Britney, a piece of a palm tree washed up on the sand of a Gulf Coast beach. Choreographed dances, storybook art, easy bake oven recipes, all memories I hold dear to my heart. Growing up with a sister has its challenges. Sometimes it's a bit of a mess, but overall, I couldn't imagine going through life without you. You've supported me both at my worst and my best. Lindsay, I am so happy for you. Today is a very special day, celebrating love, unity, and commitment, a time to grow, learn, and become who you want to be as a wife, as a mom, and as a beautiful soul who is enough, simply by existing. Jarrod, welcome to the family. I wish you every bit of luck. You're going to need it to keep up with our Italian blood. Lindsay comes from a fierce, fiery bunch, filled with pasta, playfulness, and passion. But most important for your future together, know that Lindsay's intentions are pure. She has filled my life with joy over the years. As her older sister, I can tell you that Lindsay knows how to show everyone around her what it means to protect and act from a place of true love. She is the best sister, daughter, friend, and now wife that anyone could ever ask for. Congratulations, Lindsay and Jarrod.
All right, put your hands together for our maid of honor. That was Katie, also sister of the bride. Folks, you may notice 2 chairs back to back here on our dance floor, and there's a reason for that, because it's time now to play the shoe game. I'm going to ask our bridegroom to take both shoes off, exchange one with the other. Now, most of you have probably seen this before, but for those of you who haven't, our bridegroom are going to exchange shoes. I have a list of 15 questions provided by our maid of honor, Katie. I'm going to ask them these questions, and the answer will either be our bride, Lindsay, or our groom, Jarrod. The answer will be represented by their shoes. All right, here we go. Let's play the shoe game. First question, as provided by our maid of honor. Who is the better driver? Oh, we got a mixed result on the first one. Hopefully they'll get along a little better as we go. Who is the better cook? This could be big in the marriage. Oh. They both seem to believe in themselves pretty strongly here. All right. Who is the more likely to be on time? Oh! That's funny. That's funny. Don't expect these two on time, folks. They were on time for their wedding, though. All right. Who's more likely to cry during movies? I kind of had my guess. I was going to say that. I was gonna say that. All right. Who takes longer to get ready to go out? How could you reveal that? All right. Who is more confident at ordering a drink at Starbucks? The lady wins that one in unanimous decision. Who is more likely to survive alone in the wilderness? Hopefully you don't have to do that anytime soon. All right, Jarrod's the man. All right, who is more of a night owl? Jarrod, staying up late. All right, this one's gonna be big tonight. Who is the better dancer? That'll probably be proven out later, we'll see. Who has the biggest sweet tooth? Jarrod, all right. All right, this one's revealing. Who is better looking? All right. Good answer, Jarrod. You're a fast learner, my friend. All right. Who loves Rosie more? TJ says it's him. He's got his hand up high. All right. TJ, you're going to answer this one too, probably. Who loves Tyson more? TJ, you're the man. All right, we're up to our last question. Who said I love you first? Wait a second. We have mixed memories on this one. Maybe it was a tie. At least they both said it. What's the answer? Daddy? Daddy said it first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our shoe game. Give a big round of applause. Those are our newlyweds. All right, next we're gonna do a few more of our special dances. You get the next round, TJ. When you get married, it's your turn for that. right, let's hear for Lindsay and her mother, Andrea. And JT, I'm sorry I called you TJ twice already tonight. Put your hands together for our groom, Jarrod, along with his mother-in-law, Andrea. All right, folks, it is now time to open up the dance floor to all guests.